We are here to tell you what's going on Raw this evening. What's happened last night at TNA's final resolution, or should we say final unresolution. It is December 12th, 2012, and this is the Squared Circle. I am Hollywood J. Williams.
And I'm John Zimmerman, back again.
Back again. We have a lot to get to tonight. We have some footage to show you of a couple interviews that I took up at the NEFW show, Nutcrackers Brawl, on December 1st. A lot of great talent there that night. We had Ricky Morton, Jerry Lynn in his final appearance here in New England, Kid Cash, who made an appearance on TNA last week, and DDP, Diamond Dallas Page. So we got that. Plus we have some very special guests here tonight. I'll keep that a little surprise for you for now, though. CM Punk is out with a torn meniscus until the end of December.
Yeah, that's unfortunate because, you know, CM Punk is riding a wave of popularity right now. And, you know, to get him off of TV and out of the picture, you know, I think it's going to affect ratings, it's going to affect buys. So, you know, CM Punk, even just to do what they did kind of like with Steve Austin when he had his neck and put him in like backstage segments would be a better idea than to have him be out. But, you know, if it's a medical thing and he needs to be out, then it's still unfortunate.
Yeah, but he is scheduled to return to full-time touring at the end of December during their holiday tour. So, I mean, hopefully it will only be a temporary loss. He's scheduled for the remaining Raw tapings in December, but he's been pulled from a Super Show coming up this Saturday night prior to the TLC pay-per-view, so that's going to hurt. He's advertised for the first Raw holiday show, December 26th in Detroit, for a title defense against Ryback, with Paul Heyman in his corner. Like I said, he went under emergency surgery for a torn meniscus over, I believe it was on Wednesday or Tuesday of last week.
Yeah, yeah. Again, it's unfortunate, and you never want to see that happen. And you know, especially the ride that he's been on. You know, he's at the top of his game right now.
But the WWE is also going to try something else here with Rolling Stone's One More Shot pay-per-view presented this Saturday night. Will feature performances by Bruce Springsteen, the Black Keys, and Lady Gaga for rock fans. I don't know. It's just another example of McMahon and another failure yet to come, like the XFL or well, I mean, Bodybuilding Federation.
Going back to the Rock, you know, Rock and Wrestling connection, and he's trying to get in with the Rolling Stones, and I don't know who's older at this point, Hulk Hogan or Mick Jagger.
Who knows? But that pay-per-view will take place this Saturday evening, 9 p.m. from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. Also, they are pushing their redesigned WWE app, especially the second screen experience, I guess, for all you iPhone users out there, Android users.
Right, Android and the tablet. I'm looking forward to this because the current app is a big disappointment. So, yeah, it seems like WWE is always behind the curve on getting to the next level of technology. It just seems that they're late.
They're always, you know, they come up with the idea after everybody else did.
Yeah. Unfortunately, you know, they're never. It just doesn't seem like they're one step ahead of anybody.
No.
You know, when it comes to technology, anyway.
They just come up with the idea. Well, gee, you can get the NFL app on your phone. You can get baseball apps on your phone. So we're going to go ahead and do it too. Just something they think of afterwards. Tribute to the Troops, which is coming up. It's just something I got to say. I love the fact that they go to different bases during the holiday season and do these tapings here, especially when they went to Iraq and Afghanistan.
Oh yeah, you know what? It gives the the guys in the military, men and women, I should say, in the military, you know, a slice of home and, you know, a distraction from the stress and tedium that goes with being overseas, away from your family, and just being out there every day and putting themselves on the line, and to have a few hours of, you know, entertainment to make them forget about it. You know, it's definitely worth it, and it's a great cause. And I know friends of mine that have actually been in Iraq and seen the show there, and he told me firsthand that they're just so nice and gracious, and they do signings, and and they spend a lot of time. It's not just they're on the camera and they leave. You know, when the cameras turn off, they spend time with the troops and sign autographs and take pictures, and and the guys get to send a little piece, of autographs or football or baseball, whatever they got. They just sign anything, and these guys send it home to their kids, especially for the holidays.
The troops need to know that they're cared about, not forgotten about.
Yeah,
definitely. And I do applaud the WWE for all they do. For that, for Make-A-Wish Foundation, for breast cancer awareness, they're great. I do have I do have the information here for a tribute to the troops. The 1-hour special will air on NBC December 22nd. The 2-hour special airs USA Network on Wednesday, December 19th. I have the card here. It's going to be Sheamus and Randy Orton versus The Big Show and Dolph Ziggler. Ryback will take on Alberto Del Rio. R-Truth, Daniel Bryan, and Kane take on the three-man band. They got The Miz taking on Damian Sandow. Layla taking on Divas champ Eve Torres. Sin Cara, Khali, Brodus Clay, and Hornswoggle take on Tenzai, David Otunga, Primo, and Epico. John Cena takes on U.S. champion Antonio Cesaro. We also have The Rock's. Never mind. John Cena takes on U.S. champion Antonio Cesaro. That is the main event for that.
Yeah, they always put on a great card, and it is exhibition, so we're not expecting any belts to change or anything, to move the storyline along. It's just to have fun with the troops, to have fun with the guys.
Exactly, and there's going to be appearances from the Muppets, I guess, and there's going to be Flo Rida, I think, and there's Kid Rock, I think, is also involved. We got to get the entertainers in there too.
Yeah, we got to get the rock and roll connection again.
Exactly. Just it worked in the 80s, so I guess it works now. Speaking of entertainers, The Rock, probably the most successful wrestler to go into acting.
I'd agree with that.
I'd say so. Nobody else really, quite did it like that. He's tweeted about his hellacious 2013 schedule. He's going to face CM Punk at the Royal Rumble. He's got WrestleMania 29. This is to him, I quote, "I'm excited for all my 2013 movies, Snitch, G.I. Joe, Pain and Gain, Fast 6, tons of hard work and eager for you to see." That's what he tweeted. So he's got, a lot on his plate, just like every other year.
Yeah. Well, G.I. Joe was supposed to come out last year, or this year actually, this current year, over the summer, and they had to go in and recut some scenes because it tested very poorly. So I don't know how much of The Rock, was cut or had to be changed, but we're going to have to wait and see it for next year, beginning of next year, and hopefully they cut it and made it better this time around, because all the toys are already on clearance at the Toys R Us.
I know. So I can't wait to see The Rock. I can't wait to see him take on CM Punk at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I hope CM Punk is back to 100% by then.
Hopefully. But we get to Raw. I'm going to try to get through this information as quickly as I can here. Raw tonight from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's for the final episode leading up to the TLC pay-per-view. They have to adjust to a last-minute change. That last-minute change, of course, like we said at the top of the broadcast here, CM Punk out with a torn meniscus until the end of the month. So they're going to be adjusting to that tonight. CM Punk is out of a title defense then against Ryback. That was the original main event for the TLC pay-per-view coming up. It's going to be switched to Team Ryback versus The Shield at the TLC pay-per-view.
I think that'll be fun. I like this group they call The Shield. I think it's good to have the young guys come up. And again, like I said last week, they're former Ring of Honor guys, so they are definitely Paul Heyman guys. They're definitely CM Punk backed. And I like new talent, and I want to see them be successful because I'm tired of seeing the same old guys fight the same old guys.
Exactly.
Let's bring in some new blood.
We got to get the new generation going up,
Absolutely.
Definitely. So these guys, Rollins and Reigns and Dean Ambrose, they're going to be part of it. I'm sure there's going to be more young talent to come before you know it.
And hopefully they'll make out better than aces and eights.
In another year or two, you're probably not even going to recognize the WWE anymore because you're not going to know who's there really. But Punk is scheduled to appear following last week's surgery I guess he'll still be on tonight. His role will be mainly TV focused since he's no longer in that main event. Also, Vince McMahon scheduled for tonight because the ratings are going down the tube. And the fact that I guess they're going to have a really great football game on tonight on Monday Night Football.
Oh, they're going to get slaughtered by the football game tonight. I'll definitely get the numbers, and we'll report back to you on how poorly WWE is going to go tonight. But yeah, the football game is going to knock them right out of the water. Yeah,
I understand it's going to be a good football game. So one of the best of the season, they're saying. So it's going to be a pain for the WWE tonight. Mick Foley might also be appearing tonight since he was part of the Tribute to the Troops taping. Also, for Foley fans, he is going to be appearing at the Barnes & Noble here in Milford, Connecticut at 2 p.m. this Saturday for a book signing.
Yeah, he's got A Miserable Christmas, M-I-Z being the key term there, Miserable Christmas.
Does it have anything to do with Mike Mizanin?
I would guess. I've seen the title, I've seen the cover of the book, and it's another children's book by Mick Foley. He's moving his literary career right along. And
he's a good writer.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to meet. If you haven't seen him, definitely head out, check him out, and get your autographs and get your pictures. And Mick is just a great guy to hang with.
And SmackDown in Bridgeport tomorrow night. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Those of you who have not got your tickets and would like to go, they are in Bridgeport tomorrow night.
And you might see one of us there.
Yeah, I got some good tickets for that. I got one of those skybox. Me and my family.
There we go.
That's it. Let's go to TNA news real quick before we get to our NEFW footage. Velvet Sky, Waterbury, Connecticut's own Velvet Sky is back and hunting for the Knockouts title.
Who doesn't love Velvet Sky? Come on. Another one. Not too long ago was it right here in Wallingford, Connecticut, signing autographs at the Wallingford Toyota. And what a sweetheart, She's signing autographs, taking pictures with the kids. It was great. She's a really nice person to meet, and I wish her all the success and luck in the world.
Down-to-earth girl from independent federations around here. Came from the indie scene.
And as we always say every week that you watch us, right? Go see the indie wrestling. Go support your local shows, and tomorrow's stars today, right in your backyard.
That's it.
And Velvet Sky is a great example.
Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, she's a perfect example. A lot of people from around here. Oh, we remember when she was in the Connecticut indie scene, and now look at her. But speaking of the rest of TNA. So this final resolution, I guess nothing really got resolved.
Well, you know what? I refer to it as phony resolution because nothing happened. I don't even want to go over the whole card. It's not really necessary. Nothing happened. It just like the same guys fought the same guys as in the last turning point, and there was no turning point. There was no resolution. TNA, wake up, give us something different. Get rid of this Aces and Eights deal.
Why would you call a pay-per-view final resolution if you're not going to solve anything? I don't even think the AJ Styles Christopher Daniels match really solved anything because they both beaten each other about 10,000 times already.
Yeah, and
it's not that they don't put on a good match. It's just
Yeah, the TNA, the in-ring is always good and it's always fun, but it's just a repeat. The same two guys fighting the same two guys over and over and over again, and then we switch feuds, and then they just swap partners, and then those two guys go on it. And TNA has had the same 15 guys in there just going round robin.
Only thing I gotta say is Kurt Angle is on Twitter saying something about a groin injury. We'll have to see what's going on with that. He said following the pay-per-view he had a little groin injury. He did not say whether he suffered the injury at the pay-per-view or if he aggravated an existing one. But an hour later he tweeted that it was a tear, which is a little more. So, don't know. I mean, everybody's had groin problems before. I mean, I've had my surgery before, too, with a hernia. So, I mean, but he is Kurt Angle.
He is Kurt Angle, and he is in his 50s. So, He's not a young man anymore.
Yep.
And he's going to start showing the signs of age and wear and tear.
Calling himself a cyborg, nothing can hurt me. These are some of the things he was saying. I'm getting this off the internet. So hopefully, I don't want to see him go out with an injury.
No, I'd like to see him go out on his own terms. You don't want to see anybody get hurt and have their career end that way.
Yep.
You want to see them go out on on a high note.
Yep.
We don't want to see Ed show up one day, as he did at Harbor Yard, and just announce, hey, this is my last appearance.
Definitely. But nothing really resolved there with final unresolution, I should say. But we got some footage here I want to get to real quick before we bring out our guests. This is the NAFW Nutcrackers Brawl, which happened December 1st up in Chicopee, Massachusetts at the Boys and Girls Club. I got a couple interviews here. One is a very famous wrestler from way back when. Another was one of the members of the announce team. They have their own announce team now.
Right.
Yep. This is FT Lurch, who does a internet radio show out of his basement, which is pretty fun. I mean, it's very controversial, but it's a lot of fun. You guys ever? I think it's diu.tv. It can be found at. Very controversial. I don't want to say some of the things he says on his internet show, but
well, that's the beauty of the internet. You can get on there and with very little budget, get your own show and say what you need to say, and people can tune in or you can not tune in.
So we'll go to these interviews with Lurch and with Ricky Morton from the Rock and Roll Express.
Excellent.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Hollywood J. Williams for the Squared Circle. We are here in Chicopee, Massachusetts at NAFW's Nutcrackers Brawl. I am standing here with one of the announcers for the card, Mr. F.T. Lurch.
Season's beatings, one and all. One match I am looking forward to tonight is our lovely Candy Cane on the pole match, aka Singapore Cane. That's going to be exciting. Beatings with canes. And a bunch of other stuff like that's going on. How are you, Hollywood J. Williams?
I am doing really good. The show is going quite well.
Yeah, the show is going well, even though we have not started yet, but it is going well.
I'm talking about the Squared Circle, of course.
I thought you meant the show that involves the big square thing.
The square over here is great, but yeah. The crowd is really wild. We have Diamond Dallas Page here tonight.
Bang! I had to. You said Diamond Dallas Page.
Diamond Dallas Page, Ricky Morton.
The card is full jam-packed people. We got Jerry Lynn's last New England match here. I mean, if you missed this, you're missing history.
Yeah, Jerry Lynn is a hardcore icon.
He's just an icon in general. He's been all over the world and on Mars, I heard.
Even with the Mars?
Even wrestling with the Martians.
What about the Klingon homeworld?
They're working on it, from what I've heard. But Spock keeps screwing everything up.
Yeah, leave it to those Vulcans to just hold humanity down. But anyway, this is Hollywood J. Williams here at the Nutcrackers Brawl. Stay tuned for a little more.
Season's beatings.
Hey, this is Hollywood J. Williams here with the Squared Circle. We're here at NAFW's Nutcrackers Brawl here in Chicopee, Massachusetts. I'm standing here with one half of the Rock and Roll Express.
All right, you got it out. Ricky Morton.
This is Ricky Morton right here. How you doing, sir?
That's great. It's a pleasure to be back here in Massachusetts. Been a long time. And a lot of these guys, I'm looking around and some of these, the older folks know who I am, but some of these kids are going, who's that man from the olden days? I'm the man with the mullet, and I love it. But understand, this is what I do. I like to thank all these fans, because without them coming out, we couldn't have professional wrestling.
Sure enough.
Yes, I am from the older days. I'm 56 years old, but I wrestle 4 or 5 nights a week, and ain't I pretty? But, buddy, we're going to do it. And
you're 56 years young,
Yes, I am,
You still got it going on.
Well, that's what it's all about. When I get to the part that I cannot perform no more, I will step out of the ring. But I'm very active in this business, and
You see yourself getting back into WWE or TNA or anything?
Well, no, I don't see me there because I'm an older man, and I make their young guys look bad. No, I'm just kidding, man. No, it's you never know. You never know what comes up. But
it's always fun working on the indies, that's for sure.
Well, it's what I do for a living, and I stand up for these indie wrestlers. That's what I'm about, buddy. You have these young guys and try to help them make good decisions. Try to make them understand what our wrestling business is really about before. And you never know. These guys you see here wrestling, tomorrow you might see them on WWE. But to know that I gave them a step to get their mind right to get to that category, it's a lot accomplishing for me, buddy.
Yeah, we're always encouraging our viewers. Come out and check out the independent wrestling because
that's right, buddy. Because like I said earlier, without the fans, we couldn't have this. And you understand me? These guys here in the back, they look. Even tonight, it's just their WrestleMania, and and they're looking forward to it. And I'm there with them. I can feel it with them, buddy, because at one time I was there too, and then I went on to be 8 times World Tag Team Champions. I went on to be in WWE, TNA, NWA, WCW.
I grew up watching you.
Well, thank you, man.
How's Robert Gibson doing? You talk to him anymore?
Well, I see Robert all the time. Like I said, we're still very active. I'm repeating myself here, but understand me, it's doing a good job. And Hollywood, I just want to tell you, thank you for having me on your show.
Of course.
I'm going to have to get back here in the back. And
by all means, sir.
Great pleasure, man. I'd like to say hi to everybody, that we love you all. Thank you.
Great pleasure. Nice talking to you. This is Hollywood J. Williams for the Squared Circle. Tag team, the Rock and Roll Express. You will remember them, of course.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, great job there, Jay. Nice. Out of the studio for a change.
I know, exactly. And we'll show you here, too. This is Chris Camaro here, NEFW promoter, Power That Be, with Eric Newton, of course, claiming that he's the best in New England and the greatest act that ever happened. And why do all these old stars try to come out here to NEFW and make one last hurrah of it? But he got shut up really quickly by Diamond Dallas Page. I'll show you what happened. DDP, you don't mess with a legend like Diamond Dallas Page.
No, not at all. We got 2 for 1 on that.
You got 2 for 1 on that.
We must have had a coupon that
I'm sure you loved every second of it, though.
Oh,
definitely. We're going to be airing the rest of that card. Weeks you don't see us here in the Squared Circle, you'll see like ETW, NEFW, different promotions we go to and we film. And you can also catch it at various other times during the week here at NHTV. And for those of you who have AT&T Uverse who live in East Haven, you can also, we'll be forwarding those tapes to ETV as well.
Yeah,
we're in negotiations with them to do that.
Yes, we're seen 3 times a day on ETV every week.
Right.
So, we're all over the place.
We're getting big. We're definitely
first North Haven, then East Haven, and we're going to hit all the havens in the state. Yep,
and DDP. After that, he showed an inspirational video. I think we may have touched about on this last week. He helped somebody lose 140 pounds in 10 months.
Yeah, one of the friends of our show, Talking with Tom Dacey, put it on his site. the Talking with Tom site, and the video was incredible. You know, he helped this guy out. He was basically wheelchair bound, and
paratrooper from the Gulf War.
Yeah,
I understand.
yeah, and it's just amazing the transformation that took place over just a few months. And Diamond Dallas Page really helped this guy out, and you know, to support an indie scene so that DDP can go ahead and do that. You know, and move on with his yoga and inspirational stuff, and helping, you know, real people get back to a lifestyle, you know, that we all enjoy.
Exactly. Health and fitness is where it's at, and you know, he's also trying to help Jake the Snake Roberts, I understand.
Yeah, and I hear Jake the Snake is doing well under DDP's tutelage. So we wish him all the luck in the world.
Definitely. We can get to our guest here now. This is the man that has had the longest reigning public access wrestling show. He is a legend on public access, and he is in our studio tonight to talk about a potential return for his show and some other things. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to give him a warm square circle welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, the FOGMAN.
About time. I mean, I'm sweating over here.
Oh.
All right. Gentlemen, thank you very much for letting me here to address my state of the union of indie wrestling. But I got to tell you, it is hot out here. I am sweating.
This is the most technologically
We have
advanced.
so much to talk about Hollywood, Jay. You have no idea. I did it because of the fans. I went over there to that other show over in Wallingford. What a waste of my time. That's all I can tell you. What a waste of my time. But more importantly, we got to talk about the Platinum Entourage from CTWE. These guys, I mean, I thought they were my friends. You know, I bought them dinner. I bought them this. All of a sudden, I'm at a diner eating with a fan.
I understand.
And they say hello to me. They leave. The waitress comes over and I have a $60 bill saying that they said FOGMAN was going to pay for this. So I'm like, that's unbelievable. So I knew later on they were doing an autograph session at a local store called Ken's Cards. So I went and I approached them. And what happened was heinous and disgusting. In fact, let's get right to that footage.
We have that footage ready, or? Wow.
I can't believe this. Hello, may I speak to Joseph Rico, please? I can't believe this. I mean, we're having a problem. Poor AJ, he's got to wash dishes. What? This is terrible. Hello, is this the secretary for Joseph Rico? I need money. This is terrible. I went to the damn. What, excuse me? No, this is about the Platinum Entourage. Yes, I went to the diner and they charged me their bill. I mean, this is insane. Who eats that much? I mean, I can't afford this. They left me the bill. Yes. What do you mean how? I don't know how. Ma'am, poor AJ Marrez is washing dishes right now because I can't afford the Platinum Entourage's bill. Why would they do such a thing to me? This is... Yes, I have the bill right here. What do you mean, how do I have the bill? I sat down in the restaurant and they were there. No, I wasn't stalking them. Why would I stalk the Platinum Entourage? This is insane. Yes, I'll hold. Cut the camera.
Billy Gunn. I love Billy Gunn. Billy Gunn's cool. Awesome. Does he have our DVD? No, not yet.
Are you guys kidding me? What is going on here? $60 for breakfast? Are you kidding me? Who drinks champagne for breakfast on a Sunday? I can't afford this, brother. Why would you do that to me?
You saw us at breakfast. Thank you.
I can't afford it. Poor AJ Ramirez is washing dishes. I need this money.
Buster.
I'll pay the man.
Pay the man. Keep the change. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Merry Christmas.
Unbelievable.
Exhibit A, poor little AJ Ramirez tied up. What's going on here? This is
What is going on?
Who?
Well, hello, Fogman. Hi, guys. How are ya? Fogman. How's the chin, bud?
Oh, it hurts.
Hey, thanks for breakfast yesterday. I just came over to say thank you. We enjoyed it. 6 dozen eggs between the two of us. Champagne. Hey, thank you. Thank you. And that's a great shirt. Where'd you get it?
Shirt. The back's even better.
Is it?
Did you see the back?
No, I didn't see the back.
Let's see if we can see the back on the camera. Actually, I don't want to move.
I don't want to see that.
What does it say?
Well, let's see. I just got your show canceled. Well, that's clever.
Oh,
I have a
clever.
tendency to do that.
Clever. That's what I heard.
We're under contract. We can't get canceled at all.
Well, that's good. The other guy thought he couldn't either, but he did. So why don't you tell everybody?
Absolutely. So the moral of the story here is they charged me this, and now we're selling their shirts. Can I have my man over here, please?
Well,
I gotta make the money back somehow. I can't mess around.
How you doing, Mr. Stamos? I got a present for you.
What do we got here?
You just got served notice
Notice of what?
that we're selling these shirts to pay back the bill.
Oh, I thought this was a notice that you guys are terrible at what you do. That's what I think you're noticed. Get out of here. Didn't I kick you off the last show? Get out of here.
That was skyscraper.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. Thanks for having me on, guys. I know the Fogman didn't know I was going to be here, but
No, absolutely not.
this is
I
great.
I didn't realize there was going to be any friction between you guys.
Well,
if not, I would
everything
have
was
just.
cool until yesterday. I thought the Fogman understood when you hang around the Platinum Entourage, when we graced you with our presence, that the least you can do is pay for breakfast. I mean, we were sitting there enjoying a meal, you know, talking like friends, and then this guy and some little kid walk in, bother me while I'm eating.
You do
bother
realize
Buster
that this
while
is
I'm
the
eating.
Fogman on the same
I'm
hand.
eating. I'm in a diner. I'm on my own time. I don't get a lot of time at home being on the road and everything. And this guy bothers me while I'm eating. So the least he can do is at least pay for my meal. Not that I can't afford it. Believe me, I can afford a lot of eggs. But it's the principle of the thing. And all I wanted was maybe a thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be in the building with you while you're eating. Thank you for talking to me. Thank you for acknowledging me in public. No, I got, where's my money? Where's my money? So I must have paid the man. And next time, you'll know better. I see you wearing the shirt. That's good. I'll expect you to wear that this Saturday. CTWE. That's in Connecticut.
Which is what we gotta talk about.
Yeah, fine. Why not? I'm here. What do you want to talk about?
We have a phone call
We have a phone call.
We do.
already.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I'm going to take this phone call. We get them here and there, and we're going to continue this conversation. I hope everything's okay. I don't want any friction over there.
I think Fogman learned his lesson. I think we'll be all right.
Because, I mean, yes, it is the Platinum
Entourage.
Entourage.
Entourage,
Excuse me. Sorry. Apologize.
Maybe you're the one getting kicked next.
Oh, yeah.
Biggest icon in North Haven, man. You can't do that.
That's like being the. Oh, never mind.
It's North Haven.
Exactly.
It's a great town.
Exactly.
And Center Ring's Fogman here. But we have a phone call here. You are live on the Squared Circle.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Is this the thunderous one?
Yes, it is.
How are you this evening?
Good. I'm home working in the Square Circle offices here in Wally World.
I see.
And I just want to say, great to see you've got such class on the show this evening.
You're welcome.
I'm very
Absolutely.
He wasn't talking to you.
Oh, sorry.
And I want to say to Mr. Stevie Stamos, that had to be one of the best episodes of that previous show that I've ever seen.
Well, you know, it was, from what I understand, the highest rated show of all time, the most viewers of all time. I mean, I don't blame them. I was on it, so you're welcome once again.
And I just have one question, and I have a few statements to make, but I want to get everybody's opinion about this group, The Shield. I have a theory. I think that Brock Lesnar has something to do with The Shield.
I think you're on to it. You know, I've been saying all along that they were former Ring of Honor and they were friends of Punk, and Punk was a Heyman guy. Lesnar's a Heyman guy. I think you're on to the right track. What do you fellas think?
I'm going to go bold here. I made this statement the other day on the internet when I was watching the show. I say within a year's time, there will be no such thing as the Shield.
Within a year's time.
In a year's time, you'll see Dean Ambrose do like Danielson did with the whole Nexus thing, branch off. Maybe he'll get fired and come back. Who knows? But I don't see it working long term. It's the same angle that they always do.
Yeah.
And I don't think. See, Ring of Honor doesn't always translate for WWE. Because Ring of Honor is more for like the wrestling purists, the wrestling fans.
Oh, definitely.
It's not. I mean, it's entertaining. It's good. I love it, but it's not. It doesn't always translate to the kids, the people at home that don't really.
They do most of their talking in the ring,
Right,
and not with a microphone.
Exactly. So I don't think all three of those guys are going to get over long term. I think Ambrose is the most charisma out of all three of them. I think he's the best wrestler of all three of them. So I wouldn't be surprised to see that, but you never know.
What I think is, I'm not sure if Punk's involved or Lesnar's involved. I kind of think it's going to end up being Punk involved with the Shield.
I say it's Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler.
We'll have to see about that.
Oh.
Keep talking.
Anyway.
Oh, we have the person over here this evening.
Spin the dial, the white dial.
Sure.
There we go.
If we get our caller to give us a call right back, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to cut you off there.
Didn't mean
You
to
guys
cut you
off that guy?
We cut off the Thunderous one by accident.
Wow,
It was,
you're the one that cuts people off.
yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
great. Well, it's leave to see somebody else do it.
Technical difficulties.
Technical
All right, so let's
difficulties.
get down to the nitty gritty here. The most important thing that's going to be happening this Saturday.
This Saturday.
And of course, well, the most important thing for you is this Friday. But I can't talk about that. It's really, I'm mad. I can't believe I can't say nothing. But
No. This Saturday.
this Saturday.
Go ahead.
What is this Saturday here?
Well, first you have Rhino and the Bellas at Ken's Cards. They're signing autographs. Oh my
12
God,
to
the
2.
Bellas. Oh, 12 to 2.
Yep.
The Bella twins.
I might be there. I'd probably be there. I should be there. I'll be there.
That's Ken's Cards, and that goes along with the CTWE.
Absolutely.
This, Saturday
Ken's
evening.
Cards.
And then
my
there'll be
Lord.
the show that night.
And then that show, then there's a
Rhino
show.
Twins.
I mean, it's going to be amazing. And for workers out there, isn't there a little Wagner Brown thing for any workers that are interested
Yeah,
in actually doing a seminar
Yeah, it's
for
more
wrestling?
for an entry-level thing for kids that are looking to get into it. It's not, you don't have to be really that seasoned in things. It's just like, there's nothing in ring. It's not like anybody's going to be wrestling or anything. It's going to be more like a question and answer thing, how you get into wrestling, things about wrestling before. So hit up CTWE for that if you're interested. And then the show that night, what match are you most looking forward to?
Jay Busta
Anthony Green.
versus Anthony Green.
Of course. I'm glad you can remember the matches. This is why you get kicked in the face. You can't even remember your favorite match for Saturday.
I'm scared about Saturday.
Why are you scared?
I'm
You don't
very
think you think
scared.
Anthony Green's going to beat Jay Busta? Really?
No, absolutely not.
So what are you scared about?
But Anthony Green is talented though.
At what?
At being
He's not a
ref.
wrestler.
He's a ref.
Yeah. Great. Well,
He's a ref. This is the very first ref versus wrestler match I've ever
Jay
seen.
Busta is the man that you manage.
yes.
Oh, we've seen Dangerous Danny Davis.
Well, yeah, but he actually knew how to wrestle. Danny Davis knew how to wrestle. This kid is just some, here's the problem with Anthony Green. Anthony Green, he got in the way. You see, after the match, last show, we were going to do what we usually do, a couple super kicks, let the people know, hey, Platinum Entourage doesn't mess around. And he got in front of Mikey Chase. He said he doesn't want to see, doesn't want to take the kick, so he got kicked. And then Mikey Chase got kicked anyway. So it was all for nothing. And then he went on the internet and started telling everybody how Jay Busta used to be his hero, how he looked up to him, and how he disappointed him, and he wants to fight him now. And this kid's got a death wish. It's almost an insult that the Platinum Entourage has to give up a Saturday night out to entertain Anthony Green for a few
Anthony
minutes.
Green, and I feel bad. I mean,
It's not even
I
real.
didn't even have an ambulance ready for the poor kid.
I told him I hope he has insurance. I mean, Bethany's a small place. The ambulance won't be there for like a half
You
hour.
got a great find in Busta there, I'm telling you right now.
I know.
So what do you think you guys will have some resolution on your show?
Absolutely.
What show?
CCWE.
Yeah, the resolution is Anthony Green will probably never walk again.
Yeah, so we might actually have some final resolution.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there. And there's some other great matches that night. The big one, main event, obviously, Joey Brico, CTWE owner.
That is the main event.
Yep, taking.
See, I was confused. I'm sorry.
Well,
I was confused.
Yeah,
I
that
thought it was
doesn't
Vlad
surprise
Wagner.
me. No. That is the title match, but
So the title match is Vlad versus Wagner.
But you understand, the company is at stake
I know,
here.
the company's at stake.
So
something's going to happen.
long term, that's bigger than the main event.
For any fans out there, I'm telling you, he's right. You got to go to this show because the company is at stake.
That's right. Joey Bricko,
what the future of CTWE is.
It's not even going to be wrestling. It's going to be a fight. It's going to be
a brawl.
It's going to be. I'm worried for everyone. You know,
I'm worried for the fans.
The fans, they're going to get a great show, but. You know, I know Joey's been working out 2-3 times a day, getting ready for this. He's on a diet. He's lost 12 pounds. He's looking great. He's feeling great. And Frankie, I mean, he's a fine physical specimen. Recently, this mean streak that's gotten into him, it's who knows what's going to happen, but it's going to be. And I would venture to say this: it's a family show, but that match, it might be a little violent. That's,
we got our caller back.
Okay, yeah, great.
Thunderous.
There we go.
How dare you hang up?
Oh,
it was some technical difficulties there. We are sorry, Thunderous. We apologize.
Okay, I forgive you, but I just wanted to, first of all, say happy belated birthday to Mr. John Zimmerman.
Thank you very much.
And a very happy Hanukkah to you and your family.
Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging.
And I have a question for the Frogman.
Absolutely.
That should be good.
Frogman, do you know anything about the new show coming to Wallingford called The Top Dope?
Top Dope.
The Top Dope.
Did you say the Top Dope?
I think so.
You're the Top Dope of Wallingford?
Absolutely not.
That surprised me.
No, we were fired. We were gone. You were sued and I was fired.
Yeah. Oh, that homeless guy.
Yeah.
The homeless guy from Pennsylvania.
Yeah. I was fired.
Yeah, I know.
I was absolutely fired. I don't even know why I was fired. For bringing too much talent, I guess.
That was. I mean, did you see what happened? Not only was I on that show.
Absolutely.
Jerry Lynn, DDP, and Jimmy Hart.
But DDP was fun.
What do you want from me?
DDP was awesome.
I tried to be a nice guy. You know.
I don't know. All I know is the lawyers called me and said I'm not part of that show anymore, and it was very like a scandalous. I mean, I can't get into names and name names, but we know who they are.
Yeah. What about the center ring?
Center ring is coming back.
That's what I really want to talk about is the center ring.
Absolutely.
This is the measuring stick.
The problem with center ring is it is going to be sponsored by CTWE and Ken's Cards. I already got my contract for Ken's Cards. I'm just working on the one from CTWE.
I see.
I didn't even know that.
That's only because they say that you have to be on the show X number of times. That's what it says in the contract with CTWE.
Are you paying me?
CTWE's paying you.
You paid.
Thunderous, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so I know nothing about this new show that's coming on. Something about they're talking about wrestling stories. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's what it's going to be about. Wrestling stories. Okay. That's all I got.
That's all you got, but you got center ring and you got
absolutely.
You got an informative show just like we do.
Definitely.
Yep. You have a little fun, you know.
I understand you're going to be doing a new promotion too. Is that correct also, Frogman?
Yes, but that we can't get into until I talk to the actual owner of that federation. But yes, there is a talk of rehashing WrestlePalooza. Yep. And he wants all the old guys back. He also wants all the old talent back, whether they can wrestle or not. He wants them some way inside the federation.
Involved with it.
So yeah, I've already talked to Rex Lethal, got on the phone with Ron Zombie. Everybody's green. It's all a go, but I'm just waiting for the promoter to give me the light.
You'll call us when you find out some details. Call in live and
sometime in 2013. That's what I'm guaranteed. So.
Do you have any questions for me?
Great work, guys, and
no?
I guess I'll talk
really?
to you later on after
okay.
the show.
Oh, definitely. We'll be touching base later there, Thunders.
Okay,
once in a lifetime opportunity.
Thank you.
It wasn't once in a lifetime.
Take it easy. Now we can hang up. There's
all right, so
real quick, Stevie Stamos.
Yeah.
What do we find out about the upcoming show on Saturday? Viewers, where can they get the information?
Facebook.com. If you follow CTWE, you can follow me, like me on Facebook, Stevie Stamos. Also, CTWEProWrestling.com. Pre-sale tickets ended yesterday, but there's a couple left at the door. Almost sold out already, and that's big because it holds about 300, 350 people. And I know there's less than 50. There might be less than 30 left. So the people see it. It's the biggest show probably in the history of the company in Connecticut in years.
Right now, it's got to be. I'll tell you, 2012. It is the best in 2012.
I would absolutely agree. CTWE puts on
They kept going They didn't cancel. They didn't tell fans there's going to be shows and then cancel them. Never happened.
Once because there was a snowstorm.
Snow doesn't matter
they
because you made up for
tried.
it.
They tried to run. The town hall actually shut down that day, so we couldn't run. But they made up for it. Gave you a doubleheader the next month.
That's perfect. We actually have another call. So you all are live on the Squared Circle.
I'll be very brief, gentlemen, because I know you have an action-packed show tonight with some good guests. But I want to talk about the shot heard round the world in the Squared Circle Saturday night in Las Vegas, Nevada. That was the shot that Manuel Marquez hit Manny Pacquiao with. That punch, thrown by a 143-pound man, would have knocked out The Big Show, The Undertaker, Stevie Stamos, Mickey Rourke, FOGMAN.
Hey!
Maybe not the thunderous one, but it was a picture-perfect punch, the most vicious punch I ever saw in the Squared Circle, be it any sport. I just wanted to give him his due. It was a historic punch, and with that, I'll say goodbye, gentlemen. Enjoying the show.
Thank you for calling. Pacquiao face down on the mat. Unbelievable. Nobody called that, but you know, talk about final resolution. There it was.
I was going to watch that event. I ended up being out for the evening. Gallivanting
Fantastic fight.
I will say this, I watched the fight, I'm a big Pacquiao fan actually, and I was shocked, but the big thing is now there is no chance of seeing Mayweather and Pacquiao. I mean, it's not going to happen.
No.
You can't. Good hit, yeah, you're right. I don't think it would knock me out, but no, awesome fight, and Pacquiao was winning the fight too. I mean, he had the knockdown, he had Marquez bleeding, it was, you didn't see it, 2 seconds left in the round, boom, lights out. You got to tip your hat to Marquez, but yeah, it just stinks because now there's no way Mayweather will fight Pacquiao.
I was never expecting to see that fight anyway.
I wasn't either, but I think if you could get a win, a glimmer of hope, I know it was a money issue to begin with anyway, but now I think the interest has gone down a little bit too because now it's kind of damaged goods where, Pacquiao lost by decision before. Now, I mean, there's no decision in this.
Right. I am glad that the fight ended in a in a decision.
He looked like the FOGMAN
in a knockout because if they went to the referee's cards again, we just rehash the same situation.
Yeah, absolutely. So.
Anyways, we're here to talk about the CTWE.
Yeah, CTWE.
So, what's going to happen to this gentleman?
He's not there. Next card.
Who is that gentleman?
Somebody who's not working for the company anymore.
Oh, okay.
We can't discuss that.
Not there.
Well, as long as the Platinum Entourage will be there.
Absolutely.
We are. Yeah, absolutely.
Is the Mac going to be there?
The Mac will be there. Mac will be there. I don't know if it'll be there.
Hey, Steve, I hope this is not true, but I was gallivanting around in Milford, Connecticut.
You seem to do a lot of gallivanting. Ooh. I've heard you gallivant 3 times already today.
Yeah. Milford, Connecticut this last Saturday evening, and there's a bar out by the water, and there's a friend of mine that works there, female friend, but there's somebody there, they're striking, it can't be Busta.
Well, have you been to the bar recently? There's a nice photo of 2 people on the bar, signed to the bar. You're looking at one of them, the other one would of course be Jay Busta. Just saying. Platinum Entourage's photo is on the wall.
He can't work there though.
I mean, it's one of those things where people go to see him.
I see.
He works in the ring, of course.
Yeah, he works in the ring.
I mean, that's got to be maybe somebody with a Busta mask on or something.
No, you've never heard of celebrity bartending or anything? You've never heard of that? No. You ever see reality shows where people come into clubs and stuff to promote themselves?
I think so. Yeah,
it's the same kind of a deal. But it's a nice place actually.
It's a beautiful place actually. Yeah.
So yeah, the guy, it was probably Jay Busta.
You might get it packed though.
At least you admit it.
Yeah, why not? You think Platinum Entourage doesn't drink?
Of course, I'm sure they party.
And what better way to get free drinks than work at the bar?
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly. Somebody gets it, finally.
There we
go. So are you gentlemen coming this Saturday to CTWE?
I will be in attendance.
Excellent. Do you have your tickets already?
I do not.
Well, you probably should get them, because there's not very many left. And after this show, I'm sure if anybody sees the show, they'll buy tickets, because they'll see me and be like, wow, I really want to hang out with that guy. He's awesome.
And the fact that we had you on here,
Oh, the Bell Twins, too. Yeah, they'll also be
hanging out with him all night.
And Rhino.
And Rhino.
Rhino, too.
Yeah, let's talk about that before the show ends.
Yeah.
Rhino
is taking on
the
Red Lion, Chris Battle.
The Red Lion, Chris Battle. He's gonna get hurt.
I will say this: Chris Battle wrestled Bryan Danielson.
Yes.
Chris Battle beat
that was a
Bryan
title.
Danielson, kind of.
Was a title shot.
Yeah, and Danielson kind of won the title.
Bryan Danielson is Daniel Bryan, though.
Yeah, same guy. Except on the Indies.
Yes.
So, and no.
Yes.
Same guy.
Yes.
Same guy says yes and no.
Yeah.
Believe it or not,
Yeah, so CTWE, former CTWE champion. Bryan
And now
Danielson.
he's taking on a Rhino.
And now he's taking on a Rhino.
I pray for him, bro. I really do. I'm sorry. I gotta be honest. It's Rhino.
It is Rhino.
Did you see what he did to Jessie Belle Smothers the other day?
Who's that?
He was spanking her. He just beat her guy that she was
That's one
wrestling.
of your favorite women wrestlers.
Oh, that's one of
right?
those girls you stalk on Facebook, right?
Absolutely. Why not? They're hot.
You know, talking about
It's terrible.
talking about Chris Battle. If you're not able to make it Saturday, Friday night, Chris Battle is going to be in a different battle with Buzz Bloodsaw. That's going to be Friday night, December 14th, at the middle school in East Haven, Connecticut. This is a show sponsored by the Powerhouse Wrestling Academy, right out of New Haven.
I believe that's Vin the Chin show, though. They do do it, but I don't think it's... Is it sponsored by Powerhouse?
Yes, it is. It's Powerhouse Wrestling. It's officially
Powerhouse Wrestling, but it's not Powerhouse... It's not PWA, though. It's a difference. There's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a difference. It's definitely not by PWA.
Okay.
It's their guys. It's Vin the Chin show.
It's Vin the Chin show, but there's PWA.
Yes. Because
PWA talent.
I got screamed at by Von Schmidt. He called me. He was very upset, uttering some kind of German thing at me, saying that it's not actually a PWA show. It's a Vin the Chin sponsored show.
Whoa.
But Von Schmidt will be there.
Yes. Von Schmidt will be there.
Von Schmidt will be there.
Absolutely.
Milford, Connecticut's own. You seem to love Milford and spend a lot of time gallivanting there. Milford's
I got
own,
family out there, huh?
WWF's former Mario Mancini will be on the card with
Mario
Nocturne.
Mancini's pretty good. Yeah, I like Mario
The guys from
Mancini.
CTWE will recognize Nocturne.
Absolutely.
A great friend of yours there. Mega Muerte, Lucifer Lords.
I like Mega Murder. He scares me.
Oh,
That's a big
Mega
boy.
Muerte is a monster.
That is a big boy.
And of course, Joseph Von Schmidt. Heart Attack, Tommy Mack.
Heart Attack, Tommy Mack. Hope he doesn't have a heart attack in the ring.
No.
I think that's his
he gives
maneuver
his
name or something.
Yeah, he
I'm
gives
trying
his.
to figure that out myself. Heart Attack, Tommy
He gives
Mack.
someone else a heart
He
attack.
gives his opponents a heart attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a heart attack. What's gonna happen at CTWE? What about you? We got to talk about the main event. It is a serious main event here. What happens if Frankie Arion wins? He gets not only the power of CTWE, he's taking Kathleen, he said. You can't have Kathleen.
Who's Kathleen?
Are you?
Oh, my goodness.
I call yourself a journalist. You never CTWE. How did you get her on your show?
The gorgeous blonde. It's in my.
That's what why
picture.
you're here, so we can
That's
talk
why,
about CTWE, so you
The
can
gorgeous
educate me.
blonde.
She happens to be the boss's wife.
The boss's
Oh,
wife.
okay.
Joey's wife. So this is more
That
than
leaves
just-
me out, I
We've never
guess.
seen, I don't think we've ever seen the boss's wife in wrestling before.
Never.
That's
It's
a
never-
new
it's never
new
been
angle.
done. If it makes
I'm
you feel
afraid.
better, she got involved before they were married, so it's not really the same, but different. So how that works. But
I'm
I will
afraid.
say,
Is she
this-
going to run for office?
I tried to get her for CTWE president, but it never works. Never catches on. The fans like it, but the management no, they won't allow it.
no, it's going to be a ferocious bet.
It's going to be scary, bro.
I'm worried as a human being. I fear for the safety of these men, and that's a lot for me because I really don't care about a lot of people, but I do care in this situation, and the future of the company is at stake. I mean, even if Frankie wins, I'm sure Platinum Entourage will still have jobs. I mean, you got to stick with what puts the butts in the seats, but at the same time, the dynamic could change, the demographic could change.
It's gonna be crazy.
Who knows? Maybe we won't even work in Bethany anymore. Who knows? We could be wrestling in Springfield or Atlanta. Who knows?
He takes over.
You know,
Hopefully you can be wrestling in Madison Square Garden sooner or later.
that would be tremendous.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that hit girls.
He did, yeah. Yep.
And one of those girls now, he hit a girl. It's pretty funny. He punches a
If
girl.
the girl
she's in
hits
WWE.
back, though.
Well, she's actually in
Yeah.
NXT now.
Yeah, she's in NXT.
Okay.
Sasha Banks.
She's that was her last appearance, and then,
After getting punched by Frankie Arion.
no.
Tasha,
So
that's,
I'm worried. Something's
Sasha
going to happen.
Banks.
that's not my, she's not part Korean, is she?
No. I don't think
Okay.
so. Is
No,
she?
I don't think so.
No.
Well, that goes back to our point earlier. Tomorrow's stars today, right here in Connecticut.
Amazing.
Friday night in East Haven, Saturday night in Bethany.
Bethany, beautiful.
Support
Bethany.
your local wrestling.
Absolutely.
You go out there and you pay a small amount to see. People next year are going to be paying hundreds of dollars. To
Now, the
see.
Platinum Entourage, they might not be the Horsemen. But I
You
mean,
never know.
Well, there's only 2 of us, so we couldn't technically be the
Well, can't you get 2 more?
the half horseman, the
Well,
two.
we're our own thing. I mean, I don't. Why would I
But
be somebody else?
they're great.
Why would I
they're
wanna be
still
someone
great.
else?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
No, but you know the big thing too is this is what I hear all the time from the people that come to the shows is you go to a WWE event and we all go to WWE. We love WWE. It's the top product. You pay $100. You know, you pay $70, whatever, and you're still far away. You can't see. You pay $10 or $15 to come to one of these shows, and people sweat on you. You know, you're that close. You're right there. You're right in the action. You're part of the environment, and especially with the younger kids, wrestling's wrestling. You know, they get the same. I mean, yeah, John Cena might not be there, but maybe he will be. You don't know.
Right. Again, back to this NEFW card, we had over 3 hours of footage. I was in the studio this morning editing, and that's an actual 3 hours of footage. As 3 hours of wrestling, as opposed to what you see on Raw, which might be like a half hour, 45 minutes of trash talking, and
Right. And then you get the video segments in the back, and you know, on these independent shows, you get in-ring talent, you get in-ring ability, and before and after the matches, a lot of the times the stars are out there shaking hands, signing autographs. They're not $50 for an autograph. It's not a $100 access fee to come and see these people, and you know. Like Stevie Stamos says, it's a relatively inexpensive ticket, and you're right there, right up close to the action, and you get to meet and shake hands with these guys and get to sweat, blood, sweat, and tears. Right?
We have to wrap things up, though.
Yeah.
We are under 60 seconds, I am afraid.
Thank you guys.
But we want to thank you guys for showing up tonight.
You're welcome.
Check back in with us after your match and let us know how it turns out.
Absolutely. Remember this Saturday, 12 to 2 at Ken's Cards, the Bella Twins and Rhino.
Bella Twins and
And
Rhino,
then 7
Ken's
p.m.,
Cards.
Town Hall in Bethany, CTWE Seasons Beatings. It's going to be the best show of the year. If you can get there, we'd love to see you. If not, you're
Be
missing
there
out,
or you're
guys.
missing out.
All right.
That's it.
Thank you.
I'm Hollywood J. Williams for John Zimmerman. Want to thank the Fogman and Stevie
Next time you'll
Stamos
pay
once
for
again.
breakfast.
And for Square Circle, tonight,